Hey Bellas, welcome back. And today we're going to be doing our second Valentine Day inspired look of the month, and that is Candy Kisses. You can get a good look at this. Candy Kisses is kind of similar to our Smitten look if you saw that tutorial video, but it's with deeper, bolder colors for a more fun, funky look. And depending on your job, something you can wear in the daytime as well as at nighttime because the colors are like right in the middle there. So let's get right into it. Okay, so I've already cleansed my face and moisturized and did all my skin prep, and I've applied my foundation and my brows. So we're gonna go right into doing the color look. Okay, the look is very similar to my Smitten look if you've watched that tutorial video, in that we use 2 shades of a light pink, and instead of purple, this one has a more electric blue color. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is apply a sparkly pink to my brow bone. That's my highlight color. And also I've already put on primer as well. You want to use an eye primer to get bold, rich colors and to get that to last all day. And so you see the application is very similar. We're going to do that right under the brow bone. Also, I always like to put a little bit of that lighter color in the corner of the eye, just a little. Okay, and next we're going to move in with our darker pink shade. And actually, I'm going to mix 2 shades here. Let me show you what I'm using. I'm using my BH Cosmetics 120 color palette, 4th edition, same one I used in the Smitten video. Oh, I got it upside down. Let me just take it out. So if you have the palette, or a palette very similar, it's a 2-part palette, and from the top palette I used a light sparkling pink, such as this one. Can you see there? This bottom one here. And on the bottom palette, I'm going to mix 2 shades of pink. And I'm going to use 5th row, 4th down. And I'm going to mix that with a little bit of 8th row, 4th one down. And again, depending on how light or dark your skin tone is, you might want to adjust the pigments of the pink so that they're not too bold or too muted on you. And we're putting that all over the lid. to the other eye. Okay. And I'm going to blend these two colors a little bit before I apply my blue. Okay. Next, we're going to use an electric blue. Using my top palette, I'm going to use, where is it? It's so hard to see when I'm doing it this way. This blue right here, so let me get real close so you can see the shade. There's a lot of sparkles in this color. And we're just going to blend that right in the crease. Again, the application is very similar to the Smitten, just using some different colors. You do, excuse me, like a moon shape, half moon shape in your crease. And just apply it, and we'll worry about blending in a minute. Okay, I think I got enough applied right now to start blending. So I'm going to work from the inner corner of my eye out. I'm doing small circles. To check, because it's always harder for me to see from the camera. I'm just adding a little more pink. don't know, sometimes you may feel like the colors you have aren't rich enough, but the thing about makeup is that you can layer it. So just keep building and building. And you might even want to wet the tip of your brush to get a truer color. Just dampen it softly, don't dampen it too much, 'cause then you're just going to have like watercolors on your face. I call this look Candy Kisses because it was inspired by cotton candy. I was thinking about like summertime, going to fairs and carnivals, and the cotton candy, you know, the pinks and the blue, that combination. So I thought, how fun. I mean, Valentine's Day is all about candy and whatnot, so, and pinks and reds. So, that was my thoughts. Might be a little early to be thinking about summer, but when you live in Chicago, you're always thinking about summer. Still using the same 3 colors, just kind of adding where I feel like I need a little bit more. And that's why I say a lot of times you do have to layer, because when you start blending, you're fading the colors out, so you want that strong punch of color, you're going to have to build on it. Okay. Next, I'm going to do my eyeliner. Sorry, I'm out of frame for a moment, but I kind of forgot to grab this. So I'm using Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide on eye pencil, and this one is in Deviant. Do you see the brightness of that blue? Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Exciting. It really does glide on. We do it thin in the inner corner and getting thicker as we come out to the outer corner of the eye. It's called tapering. And then we'll use the angled brush to drag it out. Notice I don't go too far to the outer corner with the pencil because that's why I'm using my angled brush to drag it out and get that nice wingtip. Okay, and last but not least, let's put on some mascara. That'll complete our eye look. Now, if you're feeling extra bold that day, you can use the liner under your eye as well. Okay, now our cheeks are really simple. We're just going to do like a nude glow. So again, I don't know how well you can really see that on the camera, but this is a very soft color. I mean, it's barely there on me. It's just to give a little life and vibrancy to those cheeks. With some looks, I definitely will use bolder cheek colors, but for this one, we want the focus mainly on the eye and the lips. And for the lips, a really hot pink is going to be the best. And I'm using a gloss, but I think a matte hot pink would be really, really nice with this look. So if you've seen the Smitten look, you'll see now how they're very similar. The application, even the shades. We used a light frosty pink in the Smitten video, and for the Candy Kisses we're using a hotter pink. I think you guys will really enjoy the next one. I know it's my favorite, but I like the bold. Okay, I'm using now a little bit of shadow, eyeshadow. This is one of those pigmented colors. Let me close it up so I can show you. That you can use as a shadow, a gloss, a nail polish, a liner. All you have to do is mix it with either water for a liner or some lip gloss, as I'm doing, for a lipstick. And if you have clear nail polish, you can mix a little bit and make a color. These things are great. Okay, and last, we're going to clean up the lip and the eye area. I'm going to do the eyes first because the lip's a little more pigmented, so if I get that on my brush, I don't have to worry about putting that on my eyes. Using either a concealer or a foundation shade slightly lighter than your base shade, like a highlighting shade, and just go back and clean up the eye area, making a straight line. This is a lot easier than it might look if you think you don't have a steady hand. Once you brace that brush up against the corner of your eye, it's so easy to just drag it out and get that nice crisp line. Wipe off any excess shadow. And I'm going to do the same things around my lips. Over the top and really getting that cupid's bow. Give that nice pouty lip. And blend that out. Okay, and last, just gonna top my look off with some pressed powder. Blending it all over in circular motions. Don't forget, blend at the neckline. I did that earlier with my liquid foundation, but now we're going to go over that with the pressed. Okay, and take my hair down, of course, because this bandana just does not do justice to this look. And there you go, Candy Kisses. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and I hope you liked the look, and I want to thank you again for joining us. Remember to follow www.facebook.com/GlamMeBeauty and also follow my blog at glammebeauty.blogspot.com. And anytime you have questions or makeup tips, or if there's a look you want to see, just leave me a message and I'll be sure to do you justice. Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day.